called I Am Free. All right, let me see. So as the people come in, I just thank y'all. We're going to be talking about the Constitution for the United States of America. Make sure you go and you download this song, y'all. I'm going to go in it's about 1 minute. So please share this because this is something great to talk about, y'all. All right, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all check out my new song. I'd like to thank Humble Music for working with that, y'all. And it's on radio, y'all. Thank y'all, man. All right, y'all. I'm going to get started with this. I'm going to be talking about, well, yesterday I talked about the difference between the United States Corporation and the United States of America. Now, I'm going to get into this for the next week. I'm going to be talking about this. I'm going to go through the Constitution and through the Bill of Rights, all the things that we need to know. And a lot of people don't even know this. I mean, I didn't even know. I didn't even care about any of this growing up because I didn't know. But now, with what's going on now, you need to know. So let me start this off right now. Ron Anthony, this is Real Issues. And I'm talking about some real issues that's going on. And I'm going to make it exciting because it's something that we need to know. And it doesn't need to be like the Constitution for the United States. No, we need to get down to the nitty gritty. So first of all, now this is actually coming from nationallibertyalliance.org. You can look that up. It's coming from them. And I'm going to go over this. But first of all, I want to give this title and preamble. You know what it means. Okay. The Constitution is for, not of. The word of expresses possession. And that's what the United States Corporation is. In this case, a possession of the United States, like I just said. Therefore, its creation to do with as it pleases. Forget about you. It ain't about you. That's not how it's supposed to be. So that's living on the outside. Okay. And it denotes ownership. Whereas the word for denotes something intended for someone else. Okay. It's for someone else. Now, this from what I've researched was originally written by the Moors, and because the Moors, which I told you before, what I say more is more inside of you, and you're the first creation on this land. Okay. Now that's for me on the inside. I'm just letting you know what I think, but it is the Moors. And so, okay. Denotes something intended for someone else. In this case, a contract of the people intended for the United States, the original people, we the people. The Constitution for the United States of America contains 7 articles. Now we're going to go through section 1 and 5. And I'm not going to go through all this today because, I just want to get it in and get it out, and then I'll pick it up tomorrow. It is, it's going to be the whole week. So if you don't get it when it's live, it'll still be up there. And also, if you could donate to help so I can do more and more and more, it's on there. It's on HAPS right now. And also, if you're on any Facebook, you can go to They Can't Talk, but We Can at Gmail, it's the PayPal. They can't talk, but we can at gmail.com. And that will go to the Aaron Hatcher. They can't talk, but we can for the organization. So, but please donate now on HAPS if you're on HAPS or whatever platform, because this is going to help the special needs and you and me, because this is what I do. And I do it because I care, EYE, from within. Now, the Constitution for the United States contains 7 articles. Each article is a binding contract in the form of a statute representing the will of the people in plain English, not legalese. Now, legalese is the legal system. We're talking about the law. And the legal system is for the United States Corporation. Now, this is for entertainment purposes only. I've already told you where I'm getting this from, but from the research, and you can research it yourself. That's what legalese, that's what we've been under, legalese, you know. So, and look that up. Look up that word legalese. Don't take my word for it. Look it up, because it's something you need to know. Ordained and established by the people as the law of the land. The law. Each article is restricted by the Bill of Rights, and all exercise powers are to contribute to accomplishing at least one of the 6 purposes of government defined in the preamble. Our founding fathers created a more perfect union, not an entity. It's just like, okay, the United States is just like going into Burger King. It's a 10-mile radius, as I stated, Washington, D.C., 10 miles. It's a piece of land. But because we didn't know, we perished because of the lack of knowledge. We didn't know. So now I'm telling you, so we all can know. And I'm learning as we go, because things are changing, and we got to get back to the republic, which is for the people, we the people. I hope y'all listening, man. This is not boring. This is something that you need to know. I need to know, and we learning this thing together. Okay. And if you have anything to say, or you can dig in. If you want to come on, you can come on. But let me finish this first to get this out the way. I'm just explaining, and I'm gonna go over it. The Constitution, okay. Our founding fathers created a more perfect union, not an entity, which they referred to as a federal city for the United States of America. The Constitution called it a district, which is a region marked off for administrative purposes for the seat of government. The government made up of representative of each state, not a state unto itself. We, the people, are above the Constitution, for we created it to bind down our elected and appointed servants with the chains of the Constitution. Today, unfortunately, America has lost her way, and only the people can put her back, not these people that we've been seeing going back and forth, fussing and fighting and all of that. That's just crazy, because that's the United States corporation. I'm talking about we, the people, and we got to get up and do something. I'm doing my part by explaining this, and whatever you got going on that can help, let me know, and I join right in, because that's just how I am, because I need to protect the special needs community. And this is what's going to protect the special needs community, going by the Constitution, because in Georgia, they just threw out the Constitution. They beat it down. They tore it to pieces with the special needs community, and it got to stop. And so I'm just going on what the law is saying, not this legalese stuff, none of that. That's for the people that, want to go that route, and you can. So we the people are the above the Constitution, for we created it to bind. Okay, I said that. America has lost her way, and only the people can put her back on track through education, applying, guarding, and construing the law of the land. We must conquer our ignorance and brave up independence. Only then might we restore liberty and become the land of the free once more. Because we've been bound down in that 10-mile radius, and I'm here in Georgia, and believing all this stuff from that 10 mile. Come on now, that should tell you something. So when they did that to my son and both of my kids, I started looking and searching, like I was Like, I need to know this. And so you need to know it, because you're going to wonder. You look at your stuff, you look at all of the stuff that you have, it's all in capital letters. Look at it. Pull out the bill now. I guarantee you it's in capital letters. And that's changing as we speak. So put not your faith in men, but bind them down with the chains of the Constitution. Thomas Jefferson, Kentucky, Resolution 1798. I would rather be exposed to the inconveniences attending too much liberty than to those attending too small a degree of it. Thomas Jefferson, 1791. Enlighten the people generally, and tyranny and oppression of body and mind will vanish like evil spirits at the dawn of day. Thomas Jefferson. Now, this is we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessing of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Now, this is the purpose. I ain't got to the Constitution yet, but purpose of the federal government is defined. Preamble. I hope I'm saying that right. A clause of the beginning of a constitution or statute, explanatory of the reason for its enactment and the object sought to be accomplished. That's Townsend versus State, 147. You can look that up. We the people, by declaration, establish government by consent, and it is in the Constitution that we gave and limited that consent to our servants. Now, these people in the United States corporations are servants. The police officers are peace officers. Now, all this other stuff they doing, beating people and doing all of that, that stops, because that's why you see all these changes going on. And you can see where folks are trying to fight back to stop this. You got this going on. You got this. First, it was black and white and all this kind of stuff. All that is out the door. Okay? So if you black, white, Spanish, whatever, you mine. I love everybody. And that's the way it should be, because we are beings. You're just looking at this flesh. And we're Americans. So I'm just letting you know, and you can, don't take it from me. Look it up yourself. I'm just the messenger. You know, it was like a burden on me that I had to do this from within. So I'm just going through it. And it says here, we the people did not authorize wars against the Constitution, and therefore the people, they are in bad behavior, and it is the duty of we the people to remove them from office and try them for treason as provided for in the Constitution. So it's going to be a lot of people, you know, going through treason. So I'm just letting you know, because when you do something like this and you just continue to do it because of greed, then it's called treason. I mean, this is like, you cannot do stuff like that. It's we the people. We are in control. You know, we are, as Americans, not as black, white, all that stuff. It's an American. Okay. And that's why it's the Constitution for the United States of America. You get it? It's United, the States of America. Look at the verbiage, the word. That's what it means. So it's not the United States, you know, like the Constitution of, it's for us. And, you know, and I know the original people. It's our ancestors. So I'm just letting you know. And we're the ones that built all this stuff, like the pyramids and all that stuff. I mean, all that stuff was built by we the people, the real original people. And so this is crazy what's going on right now. I mean, we the people, they believe me, they are being removed. Any judge who does not comply with this oath to the Constitution of the United States wars against that Constitution and engages in acts of violation of the supreme law of the land, the judges is engaged in an act of treason. Now, with treason, you get your head cut off, you get hung. This still happens. This was in the Bible. And so it ain't over. It's just that they took this and they started doing all this crazy stuff to make you think that it's the United States of America when it's the United States Corporation. That's just like now. I could go right now and create United States for the Constitution of America if it's not out there yet. The U.S. something like I could just create something and get everybody in it and say, yeah, this is it. And this is it, just like they did back then. And so you all start coming under that and thinking it's, oh, this is it. But really, it's a corporation that I created. And this is a foreign state. This is like, it's foreign. It's not even from here. But we don't know. So we just going on and, hey, such and such. Yeah, I'm black. I'm white. Not even knowing, oh, this is racist. That's part of the United States Corporation. It's evil. That's what it is. Good and evil. All this stuff, racist and black and all that stuff, the N-word and all of that stuff. That's stuff that was created to make us come against each other. Well, I don't buy it. I don't, because it's all about love, peace, joy, and all of that. And what they did to the special need kids, oh, it's war now, because all of us are standing up. So we need you to stand up for your stuff, and just we all come together. That's why I'm going over this, and I'm gonna complete the whole thing the way I do it. It doesn't have to be the correct. Even the English, the stuff that we've been taught now, is still not correct. So it's not correct. So I'm just going on, people may say, well, I don't like his diction. I don't like this. I don't like that. It's not correct anyway. It's not correct English. So y'all just gonna have to get what I'm giving. And the way I give it is like, it's just me. That's all it is, me. Okay, we the people propose government to serve we the people by vesting legislative powers in 2 houses of Congress, executive power in a president, and judicial power in 1 Supreme Court whose only resolve is to establish justice. Now, I've researched justice, and that means Jesus. And that's just the light that's within you. It's not this man, it's the light, the power that is within you that gets you to the Father, which is powerful. My grandmother say power. So that's what it is. And it's just a lot of stuff that we've been tricked into, because we must worship in spirit and in truth. In spirit, not in flesh, and in that truth, in spirit and in truth. So what I'm saying to you now is spiritual. You got to renew your mind and translate everything, because even though you're looking at this flesh, this is a being inside. And so just flip your mind, just like they flipped us over to this. Okay, now we're being flipped back to within for the Constitution that was written by the original people from the power of God, from the spirit of within. So I hope y'all listening. I can't even see if somebody's listening, but I'm putting it out there. The blessings of liberty. Federal jurisdiction cannot be assumed, but must be clearly shown. Jurisdiction means the power. Like, okay, I'll just give an example. Like, if I come over to your house and just say I just came to your house, I don't even know you, just come on in and walk on in and just start eating up your food, start doing all of that. I don't have jurisdiction to do that. That's your domain. That's your domicile. So that's jurisdiction. You have the power over that. So if I come in there doing that, then you have the right, because I've just intruded on your stuff. You see what I'm saying? So that's the jurisdiction. So when you hear that word, that's the power for that particular region, which is Washington, D.C., District of Columbia, and that 10 mile, which is the United States Corporation. That's it. Look it up. And go to DuckDuckGo search engine, because the other stuff will I mean, it'll just continue to keep going on, keep going. Go to DuckDuckGo, where you have your privacy and you can look at everything. Look it up. Don't take my word. Just look at me as a messenger, and then you go research it. Now let's get down to the Constitution. Now, what I just read to you is for the, it's just to give you a little idea. This is 1789. So let's go to the Constitution. The Constitution for the United States of America. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Okay? Article 1. Section 1. All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in a Congress of the United States, which shall consist of a Senate and House of Representatives. And I know a representative for the state of Georgia, and she was great. I mean, she was real. She was, you need people like that. That's Valencia Stovall. I mean, I don't know if she's going to continue it, but that's one that gives from within. It's not like, well, what I say is going to be, and you're going to do this. She doesn't fall under all that stuff. You see a lot of people in the House and the Senate that does a lot of illegal stuff, like the legalese stuff, all that stuff. They do that. I mean, I've witnessed some stuff, and I didn't argue anything because I already know that the power of God is in control of everything. So when you see things happening, just say, oh yeah, man, I pray for them, because I just feel bad, because I know treason exists. And when treason exists, there's no mercy. You just, it's over. And that's what's going on. I'm serious. It's treason, because you overthrow the government. So, and a lot of people thought it was like us, we the people, but we the people, our ancestors created that. So it's for them. You overthrow the government. And this is just for learning purposes, and go look it up yourself. Clause 2, no person shall be a representative who shall not have attained to the age of 25 years and been 7 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of that state in which he shall be chosen. And that's what I gotta say, Valencia. She don't even know I'm saying this, but that lady, it's a couple. It's a lot of people I've seen. I got to remember their names, but they're good. I mean, if she listening, you need to get back. You need to get back in there. we need, and then her dad. I mean, it's been like the whole family, her sister, they all just a family. And that's what it's about. We don't need all these busters in here trying to kill people. And if you don't do this, I'll pay you this. And that's treason. And I know it's going to come out. So, and it's not good to be happy about it, but it's just that you got to pray for those people that's doing all this stuff right now. Even the things that happen to our special needs kids, these kids couldn't even talk. And yet the United States Corporation is stating that, they get immunity. Okay. But we already know in the Constitution, so that right there should let you know that it's treason. It's not right for the people. Just because they couldn't walk or talk, they still people, beings in this earth, this planet. Okay? Because I know Aaron was on a different plane, and so he could talk without even talking. We talked through our thoughts, me and Aaron. So I knew what was going on as far as he wanting things, and he trying to tell me. Just in the physical, I couldn't see it. But when I went in that classroom and I say, I'm going to say it, is this the bitch that did this to you? And he said, uh-huh. I never seen her before, but because that's all he could say. And then we talked through the thoughts. Yeah, I said it. I sure did. And a parent, in the flesh, you want to do some other stuff. But I had to calm down, and the power of God still moved. And I didn't get and have no malice or anything. But justice is being served. I just want you to know that, because it ain't over. So but it's going to be served for a lot of people, not just them, just a bunch of people. I know this, and you'll see. And let me see. Now, clause 3, representatives and direct taxes shall be apportioned among the several states which may be included within this union according to their respective number, which shall be determined by adding to the whole number of free persons. That's why I did the song I Am Free. Okay. And make sure y'all go and check it out. I Am Free by Rahn Anthony, Rahn Anthoni. Y'all support the song. It's a great song. Just listen to the words. That's it. You can just go to, if you don't want to support it financially, just go to YouTube. I'm getting ready to do a video too for it. Including these bounds to service for the terms of years and excluding Indians non-tax. 3/5 of all other persons. Let me say that again. Okay, it says here, representatives and direct taxes shall be apportioned among the several states which may be included within this union according to their respective numbers, which state be determined by adding to the whole number of free persons, including those bound to service for a term of years, and excluding Indians not taxed, 3/5 of all persons. See note 2. The actual enumeration shall be made within 3 years after the first meeting of the Congress of the United States, and within every subsequent term of 10 years, in such manner as they shall by law, not legalese, direct. The number of representatives shall not exceed 1 every 30,000. But each state shall have at least 1 representative, and until such enumeration shall be made, the state of New Hampshire shall be entitled to choose 3, Massachusetts 8, Rhode Island and Providence Plantation 1, Connecticut 5, New York City 6, New Jersey 4, Pennsylvania 8, Delaware 1, Maryland 6, Virginia 10, North Carolina 5, South Carolina 5, and Georgia 3. Clause 4. When vacancies happen in the representation from any state, the executive authority therefore shall issue writs of election to fill such vacancies. Now, I've had to do writs. I didn't even know what they were, but I did writs for errands. I mean, I learned a lot of this stuff just from what happened to my family. Clause 5, the House of Representatives shall choose their speaker and other officers and shall have the sole power of impeachment. Get out of here if you mess up. Okay? That's the House of Representatives shall choose their speaker. And with the speaker, let me continue. Section 3, Clause 1, the Senate of the United States shall compose of 2 senators from each state chosen by legislator thereof, see note 3, for 6 years, and each senator shall have 1 vote. 1. See, we got to follow these things, man, from what the ancestors left for us. We don't, just because we don't like it, you know, we just, it's just those 2 words, of and for. Of is possession. Okay, I control this. And they can do that because they're unlawfully, unconstitutionally doing what they're doing. And it's right according to them, but it's not right according to you if you're the people. And you can look at this, and you need to go back over this and look at it for yourself to know what for and of mean. That's the difference. It's that writing. And that's why you should read everything before you sign it. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you now. So let me tell you this, okay? Okay, that's clause 2. Make sure I get everything right. Okay, it says here, let me go this. The seats of the senator of first class shall be vacated. Okay, let me start this. Immediately, it's clause 2. After they shall be assembled in consequence of the first election, they shall be divided as equally as may be into 3 classes. The seats of the senators of the first class shall be vacated at the expiration of the second year. Get out, because you got to vote somebody else in. That's why we have to vote, and we should vote, and it be that person that's voting. I agree with that. I don't care how much people dislike or like or whatever. I agree with that. I mean, because if I'm voting, you should be able to see, okay, hey, it's me. I'm voting. Instead of, I mean, that's just right. That's what the ancestors did. That's what the power of God from within put here for his place, his earth, his land, his planet. That's what happened. Comes from within. Right now, nobody's living, everybody just out here, just wilding out. No within. They done created a God. When the power of God is in you, now we doing something else. That has to flip it, reverse. Reverse. We got to reverse it. And so the 400 years is over now. We've been in that. We've been cursed. The curse is lifted. So everything is reversed. Okay? It's reversed. So now I'm doing this because I want to help people see with the inside eye. Okay, here we go. Let me get this. The seat of the senators of the first class shall be vacated at the expiration of the second year, of the second class at the expiration of the fourth year, and of the third class at the expiration of the 6th year, so that 1/3 may be chosen every second year. And if vacancies happen by resignation or otherwise during the recess of the legislators of any state, the executive thereof may make temporary appointments until the next meeting of the legislatures, which shall then fill such vacancies. See note 4. And it's so close because I see the United States Corporation doing exactly this, but they took out 4. So really they're controlling it. And so what all you see now, according to them, that's right. But according to the power of God and what the ancestors put here, it's 4. That means you don't have no control. You see what I'm saying? So when you have of, then you possess that. And that's what's going on right now. So now everything is being reversed. And I'm putting it in the atmosphere. Okay, clause 3. No person shall be a senator who shall not have attained to the age of 30 years and been 9 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of the state for which he shall be chosen. Clause 4. The vice president of the United States shall be president of the Senate. See, they're doing all of that but it's unconstitutional because they changed that verbiage. So they have the possession of it when it's of. I'm just going back and forth so you know. In the apps, because I know you've seen this on the news and all of that. And okay, vice president, or when he or she shall, well, it says, or when he shall exercise the office of president of the United States. Now that's what it says. The Senate shall choose their other officers, and also a president pro tempore in the absence of the vice president, or when he shall exercise the office of president of the United States. He, she, whatever, he or she. And that's still man, because it's woman and it's man. So clause 6. The Senate shall have the sole power to try all impeachments when sitting for that purpose. They shall be an oath of affirmation. When the president of the United States is tried, the Chief Justice shall preside, and no person shall be convicted without the concurrence of the 2/3 of the members present. Okay? Now, clause 7, judgment in case of impeachment shall not extend further than to removal from office and disqualification to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States. But the party convicted shall nevertheless be liable and subject to indictment. trial, judgment, and punishment according to the law. Now, I'm at section 4 now. Now, I just want to say something about that because remember now, we out here are civilians, and then you have, and like when you're in the presidency, there are tribunals. So a lot of things we won't know as a civilian that's going on. And I can bet you from within, just from a lot of meditation and all, I see what's going on from within, that there are some tribunals going on, but you'll never know. So, I mean, I know I hear through the underground that this happened, but that's just a lot of people talking. I listen to it, but the only way that you will know is if you live from within, and the power of the Father will direct you and show you, but it's all from within. And so when that happened, you don't laugh at their calamity, because that's just, I mean, they're getting paid for what they've done to us, and it's going to be proven. And so we, the people, have to still love, still, I mean, all of that. We have to do all of that. All this fussing and fighting, and who gonna get this and who gonna get that, who getting the vaccination. If you don't get the vaccination, if you don't, if you're this, if you're that, if you don't have it, I ain't gonna talk to you no more, and all of that. All that is foolishness. Everything comes from within. If you have the power of God within you, you should be able to heal yourself. Okay? Because the body heals itself, even when it's something injected or put into you, and any of that. The body heals itself. When we actually so-called get sick, the body is spitting all the stuff out. And your immune system meaning physical and mental, you got to meditate and be connected to the power. You have to. It's not just you eating this and you getting, you're getting all the vitamins. You got to get the vitamins from within, which, see, everything works the same. It's the same. Just like with this is still the same, but it's different. Okay. Everything on the inside and the outside is the same, but it's different. Okay. It walks, it does everything. But the only difference is that it's from within. The only difference from this of and for is that it came from within. And that's from the power of God, the source, the power of the Father, Allah, whatever you want to call it. It's the power. And that's what stands. So all this stuff that's going on out here is falling, because when the power of God does things and you've done wrong, folks drop dead. Is you got to respect this power. I mean, things happen just like that. Boom. And that's why all these people that has done treason against us, we the people, y'all better be on y'all knees, because the power of God is real. It is powerful. All this creation of the things trying to be God, the all the things that they put out in the land, in the space, because this is all space. Okay, this is all, I'm sitting in space. I always say that right now, because right from here to there is space, and so that's what we're in. And I'm just a light, and you got some light, and you got darkness with light. And most of the people that's in the United States corporation, I can't say all, but the majority, that's the darkness. That's the darkness of light. It's dark, and it's light to them, but it's dark. And they can see in the dark from the light that's within them. That's because it's a dimmer. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm saying that so you can wake up just like that, because everything is from within. Now, this is section 4. Clause 1, the times, places, and manner of holding elections for senators and representatives shall be prescribed in each state by the legislature thereof. But the Congress may at any time by law, not legalese, make or alter such regulations, except as to the places of choosing senators. Now I'm looking how they spell choosing, CHUSING. That's deep. And it's not a typo, because this was written by the through the ancestors. So all the verbiage is different. I'm looking like choosing, feel like I'm chewing something. But it just say choosing senators. Okay, clause 2. The Congress shall assemble at least once every year, and such meetings shall be on the first Monday in December. I'm going to watch and see if they're doing that, because I done seen stuff every time I was looking at the news from the but then again, they're right, because they're of always they on vacation and nobody's sitting in. I mean, it's like everybody been on vacation. I mean, when I've been looking at what I see, but when you go from within and you follow these instructions, then you won't have all these issues now, because I mean, a lot of people have waken up. And it says here Monday in December. See note 5, unless they shall by law appoint a different day. Not just because you don't feel like doing it. Everybody just go on vacation. Oh, we're not coming in today. We not. No, it's not like that. You have to go by the law. Everything is A, B, C, D, and that's not. It's just, everything is in order, decent and in order. That's the way it should go. Now, this is the last one, section 5. Clause 1 under section 5. Each house shall be the judge of the elections, returns, and qualifications of its own members, and a majority of each shall continue a quorum to do business, but a smaller number may adjourn from the day to day, and may be authorized to compel the attendance of absent members in such manner and under such penalties as each house may provide. Clause 2. Each house may determine the rules of its proceedings, punish its members for disorderly behavior. Now, I've seen that a lot. Fighting. I've seen folks I've seen them throw stuff. I mean, because I'm like, what? I've seen this some gangster stuff. And so now that's under the United States Corporation. Now, I've seen it. I've been in there, so I can say what I saw. Now, that just threw me off, because I've seen them fighting, and well, physically and yelling and all of that kind of stuff. Each house may determine the rules. Okay, I said that. Oh, each house may determine determine the rules of its proceedings, punish its members for disorderly behavior, and with the concurrence of 2/3 expel a member. Clause 3. Each house shall keep a journal of its proceedings, and from time to time publish the same, excepting such parts as may in their judgment require secrecy, and the years and the yeas and nays of the members of either house on any question shall, at the desire of the fifth of those present, be entered on that journal. Clause 4. Neither house during the session of Congress shall, without the consent of the other, adjourn for more than 3 days. 3 days. That's 3. For the ones that know, 3 days. Nor to any other place that in which the 2 houses shall be sitting. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there, and I'll continue with section 6. But that's what's going on, and it's going to get deeper and deeper as I go through it. And these are the things that we need to know. It shouldn't be like, well, I don't want to. That's too long and that's too boring, and I don't want to do this, and I don't like this, and I don't. No, we need to know this stuff, because it's a lot of things that's going on, and you need to know it. That's just simple. We all need to know this. So let me see. I'm trying to see if I have any people out there that I want to cut this thing off, because it looked like, and I'm just real. I mean, I'm no telling what may happen with this stuff. I'm trying to do this. Sometimes the frequency don't work. I mean, it's just a lot of things that be happening with this. And just to let you know that all of this is something great to learn. So if you have any issues, you can find it in this. Even with the it's just like, it's the law of the land, just like you have the law of the power of God that's within you. You have natural laws, and that works from within. So that's all I have for you today. But I'm going to continue everything as far as I believe this went out. Let me make sure. If y'all still see me, now something went on. See, I'm telling you, things just be happening and okay, wait a minute. I don't know. Hold on, y'all. I told you. Don't leave me now. Don't leave me. Let me see. Ooh, it always happens when you give into stuff like this. I mean, it's always happening when you give things like this. So let me make sure I got it right. But anyway, this is what it's about. It's about love, joy, peace, kindness. I'm going to get off of here because I can tell that it really, I mean, it's just, this is all frequency, the lower frequency trying to stop everything. But you know me, I cut this thing off and start back up again. Woo! But that's about it for right now. I hope you all can still hear me, but I'm going to go ahead and end this. But I got everything out. So I'm just so glad that, you know, everything is really what it's supposed to be. I do see some people that now I can see you. I hope you all can you tell me, can you hear me now? Okay, is it clear or echo? Okay. Yeah, so that's it. I don't know what happened, but every time I do something like this always happens. But I appreciate everyone for listening all over. And yeah, and from my Amsterdam, I love my people. So yeah, thank you. I really appreciate people for listening and just share this. And I hope you heard the song. I appreciate everybody. So it's all about love. That's what it's about. So I'm going to be doing this again. I'm going to go through the entire Constitution. I'll mix the power. Yes, I'll mix the power and everything because we have to know from within what's going on the inside, and it works on the outside, even with the Constitution for and of. So we're getting away from the outside, and everybody should live within. This is Ron Anthony. I thank you. I love you all. Thank you for listening. And I don't know if it's blurred or whatever, but I do know that the message is getting out. I love y'all. Don't forget, go to YouTube and hear my song, I Am Free, because that's the power. We all are free. I am. Okay, you get it? I am.